Good morning, sir. My name is Karan Sharma. I'm from BCA Section B, and my seminar topic is web development. And in particular, I'm going to focus on JavaScript, the basic part only. So let's begin with the first slide. So here we are going to discuss a brief introduction about JavaScript, what is JavaScript, where it comes from, and what is difference between Java and JavaScript whatsoever. Then we are going to do some JavaScript coding and see what we can do with JavaScript, and then we are going to do expression and statements, and this we will see when we actually code and when we come to the slide part. Apart from this, we will going to discuss some functions and how to define and call them, and last and most interesting part of JavaScript, which is event handler, and we will see when they come. Okay, now let's start with introduction. So JavaScript is Netscape's cross-platform, object-oriented, object-based scripting language for client and server application. So JavaScript is basically the language of the web. It's from Netscape, and Netscape is now almost extinct, and no one here heard of Netscape company anymore. And its language, it's a scripting language actually, and it's available on both client and server. And JavaScript is not Java. Eventually, people get confused between JavaScript and Java. Java is totally a different language, and JavaScript is uh, another language. There is no relation between Java and JavaScript. They are fundamentally different. So JavaScript is not Java. As I said before, JavaScript resembles Java, but some does not have Java static typing and strong type checking. So basically, JavaScript also have variables, like we can have integers there, we can have decimal there, basic flow like if-else statement, and we can loop through the statements. And this is eventually happens in any other language, because every language have simple flow charts and simple syntaxes like if-else statement. But this doesn't mean that two different languages are same. So that should be pretty simple to understand. Now, JavaScript also have two types. First is navigator's JavaScript, also called as client-side JavaScript, and the second is live-wire JavaScript, which is also known as server JavaScript. So we are in this seminar topic. I'm going to cover client-side JavaScript because server-side JavaScript requires server setting, and I don't have that much time to set up a server and do coding there or explain it. So let's move with client-side JavaScript. So we can do client-side JavaScript pretty easily. First method is embedding JavaScript in HTML. So we just create a HTML file and use script tag to perform JavaScript operations. And that way we don't have to create additional file for JavaScript only and then we do coding. No, we can just create an HTML file and do JavaScript stuff in there using script tags. And in just a moment I will show you how we can do that, and it's pretty simple actually. So by specifying the JavaScript specification as a value of HTML attribute, we will see, and by using event handler with certain other HTML tags. So we can use event handlers also, like when we click something, some other thing happen. So this is called event and handlers. So we will see it later also. First thing is script tag. Script tag is basically just script script, and it makes a tag. So in between the script tag we can write JavaScript, multiple line of JavaScript, and we don't have any conditions there. We can just write raw JavaScript and it will work on the whole page. So that's pretty simple also. So we can just go now. This is uh, my code editor. I'm just going to write some basic JavaScript here using script tag. Let's just remove the header. So now you can see the HTML file is pretty much empty, only the basic syntax is there. So let just I write script. So there's the script tag, and if I remember rightly, I have saved it also. So there's that. I am using script tag, and script tag I have written document.write hello world. And now we can see, if I go to my browser, uh, there will be this page, and if I refresh it, wait a sec, might be there's a problem. So here it is, hello world. So I can change JavaScript little bit more. uh, my name is Karan, and I have saved it, and we can see the change in actual web browser also. So this is pretty much, we are not writing HTML here, we are just writing JavaScript inside the HTML file. This is the HTML file. Now let's move to the PPT. So here is the script tag, all working, and I have just shown you this example over here. And so famous hello world program, yeah, JavaScript code in a file. So let's just do this manually also. We are just going to make a JavaScript file, uh, which I have created also. So I can just type uh, document dot write Karan Sharma, and now I can move to HTML, and I have to just remove from here. So now we can see that there is no HTML code here. So if I just run it raw, then there will be no such thing in the web browser also. So see, there is nothing in the web browser. But if I include that JavaScript file, script source, using source attribute of script tag, so then we will able to work with the JavaScript file, and from this code I can just control the, yeah, let see, my name is there, and because name is my name, I can write this also, and this will be printed here. So it's pretty easy actually. So now let's move to the next thing. So here is written is, the src attribute of the script tag lets you specify a file as a JavaScript source rather than embedding JavaScript in HTML files, which is pretty much basic. If we just going to write everything in HTML file, it will become chunky. There will thousands of line of code if we want to create a good website. But if we do things in separate files, it will help us in maintaining the website for later on also. So this is good thing to have. Let's move to the next topic. Hmm. So yeah, the example is here. Script I have just here included common.js, but nothing fancy, just here. So we can also use script tags. So I can just show you also. I'm just comment it. No, I'm just writing if true, true. So I'm just writing a simple statement, if true, then write my name here. I'm just my name here, and I'm in else statement. Document dot in else statement, I'm just writing document dot write Sharma my cast. So if the if the if the condition is true, which is, because I have written there true, so it will also be true, then that's why my name will be written in the web browser. So we can see why it's not uh, working properly. I don't know actually. Let's see. It should be working. Let's see. Let's try that again. Maybe there is some problem. If 1 equals to 1, which is true. Maybe I have forgot the bracket. So yeah, if else statement is just as in C language we have learned. So 1 is equals to 1. That's why my name is written. If I'm writing 1 is equals to 2, then basically this condition is false because 1 is not equals to 2. That's why else condition will be run, and that's why there's written here Sharma. So if else statement is also good. It's like C language. I'm doing C language, so it becomes pretty easy because we have already studied that before. So now for loop, I can just show you the for loop also. It's very simple. So I just get rid of this code. I can just write for let I equals to 1, I should be less than 5, I plus plus, and inside this we can just write document dot write current comma I. So I'm just writing my name and the number of times the iteration will move on. So it will be just like current 1, current 2, current 3, current 4, and current 5. Uh, 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 just 4 times because fifth time it will become false. So yeah, it's written here current 1, current 2, current 3, and current 4. Just to do it clearly, I'm just including slash n, which is next line operator. So, which isn't quite working, I guess. I don't know, but whatever. But for loop is working. As you can see, I can just increase from 5 to 10, and now there is total of 9 because my condition is I equals to 1 and I should be less than 10. So that's that. So for loop is also done. And now talk about expression. Expression is any valid set of literal variable operation or expressions that can evaluate to single value. The value can be number, string, or logical value. So expression is also pretty easy. Let me just get rid of this code again. So if I write let I equals to 1 plus 1, so here I am doing an operation, and then I'm writing document dot write, and document dot write is to just print in the web. And now I have written 1 plus 1, and then I'm printing 1 plus 1. So if I go to browser, it's written 2, which should be, and which is also. So if I write 10 plus 1, it will become 11, and now there's 11 written. So I'm just using expressions and evaluating them. Or I can do one more thing. I can just write 1 equals to 1, which should be true because 1 is equals to 1. But how this is going to handle in JavaScript is true. Here true is written, not directly 1 equals to 1, because JavaScript is evaluating what's written inside the print statement, that 1 is equals to 1, so it evaluates it logically. So let's move to next part. JavaScript has the following types of expression. Arithmetic expression evaluates a number. So we have just seen below how we can evaluate number just by sorry, we can evaluate number just by adding, and we can do same with string. Like I'm just adding current plus Sharma, so it will become current Sharma, my full name. And then we have done also logical evaluation, like 1 is equals to 1 or 1 is not equals to 1, that might be turned into true and false. So that's pretty simple also. So let's move to next slide. Data type conversion. JavaScript is loosely typed language. So yeah, in JavaScript, when we define the variables, we don't actually write int or char or float. So we don't have to define what type of variable it is. JavaScript is actually pretty intelligent by its own. So we just need to do one thing. We can do where, we can use the where or let type of keywords, and it will define it for ourselves. And we can use just variable, like let me just show in the VS Code. If I can just write let I equals to current and where j equals to not equals to simple I'm assigning and double equals to is equality operator Sharma and I'm just giving the gap. So if I just print here I comma j, what it turns out to be Karan Sharma. So I'm just writing I and j. I'm just printing two variables and I can just write one and there is no difference. So JavaScript is loosely typed, so we don't need to define like write str or define string or character type variable. Variable will be characterized by their values itself in the background. Data conversion is pretty much same. So as I have written here, x equals to the answer is plus 42 and y equals to 42 plus is answer. So involving numeric and string in JavaScript converts the numeric to string. So if we can show, if I may show you, so it's actually pretty simple. I'm just writing here. I can just write here 1 plus 1 and this is actually string. 1 plus 1 is actually string for now and I have here I'm here just gonna 1 plus 1 and just going to print let's see 1 plus 1 equals 2. I'm using a variable called j and I'm using string. J variable is number type because 1 plus 1 is number and I can just write either 2 itself, so j is 2 or I can even just write 2 here. So I'm adding a string to a number and the whole expression is converted into string and printed here. So I guess it's pretty simple also. Number plus string is also a string. That is something we should remember. Defining and calling variable. So instead of reading all this I can just show you here because of this home sessions. So it's pretty simple. I can just write a CNC function and name of the function which is hello because we all love hello world and I'm just writing document dot write hello sorry world. Hello has two L's and I have to call also because if I just save file and go to my web browser there's nothing here because I haven't called the function yet. So this is function definition. So I have just defined the function here. Now function calling is just doing hello. That's it. Now in web browser hello world is written. So a function can be multi-line and as I can do it some other things like if else statement if 1 equals to 1 then this and something else, but that is time waste because we have done that before. So I'm just going to move on to next slide. Function example. Yeah, here's one more example that I have written before. I have written before in Java in HTML file using embedded script, but that's nothing we should worry about now. That's pretty easy. So here comes the interesting part. Event handler are very fun because event handler, let's see in a moment. So I'm just going to make a button here. I have created a button. I can just name it click me and event handler are like when we do something else happens. So I can write here on uh, click. So on click means when we click the button. On click alert 1. So let's see, will it change? Alert 1. So yeah, alert function makes a pop-up appear and Java and hello world is also written here because we haven't removed from JavaScript file. Let me just remove that function. So I have just removed the function. Now let's see the browser again. So I can So as many time as I click the click me button that I have just created, the pop-up will appear, and pop-up can contain anything: a string, a boolean, a logical expression, a number, maybe my name, and I can just save it and click me. Here's my name. So that's pretty simple. JavaScript is actually very easy language, and it lets us do many things that are actually hard to do without JavaScript, and that's actually quite a lot of memory in the video. So and now let's move to presentation. I guess that's the end of it. Event handler. So there are other type of event handler on about. About means when we go out of something, yeah, or when we are loading something. On click, when we when we click on a link or click on something, just like I have shown you the click on button. And on focus, when we focus on some tags, I guess. On load is when we load a picture or when we load a page. So there are many possibilities with JavaScript. So we can create pretty much anything in the web with JavaScript, and most of the things in the web we are seeing today are made up of JavaScript also. So JavaScript is very cool language if you want to learn web development. So I have gone with JavaScript, and it's good language. So thank you, sir. This is all about my presentation. Again, my name is Karan Sharma from BCA Section B. Thank you.